My name is Tim Warner. I'm the Deputy Project Manager for Business Management for the Environmentally Responsible Aviation Project for the Aeronautics and Research Mission Directorate at NASA Langley Research Center. How I got involved with NASA was when I was going to undergraduate school, I got bored. So I started reading bulletin boards and things that I could do, and one of the options that popped up was cooperative education. And when I went to the interview, I was selected to be a NASA, kind of an internship, a cooperative education student. And so one semester I would go to school, and one semester I worked at NASA full-time. And so I did that for 6 semesters, and that's how I became a full-time person at NASA. I've worked at 3 or 4 pretty important projects here at NASA. One of the first one was AGAT, the Advanced General Aviation Transport Experiments. The idea was to take general aviation aircraft, make them safer and easier to fly. If you look at cockpits now, they're flat screens, computer monitors, and they give the pilot information. What we did was, starting in the early 90s, was we designed it from round dials and tried to say, take that data and present it as information to the pilot. So if you look at the pilot in a cockpit now, they have flat screens. They sort of laughed at us back in the early 90s that we could get to that technology, and it worked out well. What that led into, though, was the second project, Small Aircraft Transportation System, where what we did there was said, okay, let's assume we get all these aircrafts flying around. How can we make them communicate to each other and fly safer and go to different places? And so that worked out really well, because now we're starting to look at offloading some of the larger airports with smaller airport transportation systems. The most exciting aspect about my job is looking and picking up Aviation Week and Space Technology or Aerospace Sciences or some of these trade publications and seeing some of the projects that or the technology that I'm working on in there. A couple of months ago, they had the blended wing body or the hybrid wing body, which is essentially, if you've seen a flying wing, it's a little bit of a fatter body, and Boeing's developing it, and we're working on the technology with Boeing to make those things possible. We're doing the engineering and some of the basic research that'll help industry produce those aircraft. Some of the things that I learned in school that I apply pretty much on a weekly basis is, one, how to play well with others, working on teams, and being able to communicate well. Playing nice with others. There are people on my team. Every time I've ever been in a project, there's always people where we have differences of opinion, maybe some personality conflicts, but we all got to recognize that we all work together for a common good of the project. The other issue is that we try to work well in a team together, because everything now is team-based. It's not you operating alone, it's with other people. And so trying to design roles and responsibilities so you can get to the outcome that you need. And thirdly, just working with others and being able to communicate the ideas of what you're thinking in a clear and concise manner so that there's no misunderstandings or misperceptions. So those are some of the things that I've done and that I'm doing, and I'm very happy to be able to talk to you or anyone else to follow up on these ideas. So thank you.